What's up, everybody? Savage War Panda here to bring you Fairy Tale episode 151. I apologise, but I have got a really bad throat. So, crappier reviews as usual. But, it's starting to get on to review, and it was like the first few seconds of this episode, we saw Sabertooth. And which was the two dragons known as dragon slayers known as Sting and Rogue. I was saying, it's been so long since we saw Natsu. It's been 7 years. I heard they come back. Then we got the opening, which I'm saying there's a lot of people. The opening's alright. I know people say this, but the visuals are freaking really. I have noticed that they have really changed the visuals in the openings, because I really noticed there was a lot of changes to characters. They are so many characters look so different. I found Juvia, Mira Jane, hell, even Elfman as well. He looked very different, but the opening was nice. I agree as well with people saying it's very spoilerific, because there was some stuff you shouldn't have seen in this opening. But it was pretty nice. It was alright. But after all that with the opening, we actually got a lot of filler. Well, I guess the end of the Keys of the Starry Sky arc, which was alright. There's a reason why it's here, which I don't want to spoil for you anime-only watchers, but let's just say Zemtopia does get slightly involved. Again, it's mentioned, I believe, in the current arc, and I think it was mentioned in the manga, so it makes it feel like semi-filler, I guess they're trying to go for, since it has some stuff to do with canon. But that's with every filler, really. So, but the entire half of the episode was just them talking about about all the things we've done. We've gone to press, and basically we're probably not going to see these guys again, because they've got a task from Zemtopia to say that they've got to collect all the scattered parts of the Infinity Clock. So it makes sure that none of that ever happens to them. It was, a good reason to get rid of them, I guess. And then the last part of the episode was basically talking about, Fairy Tale's back. And they were actually saying, we haven't seen Zereth or Acnologia for 7 years. There has been no action with Tara Taran, which is, I think, the leaders of the Dark Guild, and even Grim Your Heart, which is, pretty interesting that no Dark Guilds really had an activity, and there was a big mention about Sabertooth, who surpassed Pegasus and Lamia's scale since the 7 years, and they're number one, and it's Fairy Tale's not on the bottom. It's it's not just we can surpass this, but the main really important bits at the end was probably the Guild Arts part, and the at the end with Sting and Rogue. And Gildarts got taken down with Makarov to the old Fairy Tale area, and he got shown this secret area, and he revealed to Gildarts their greatest secret, Lumina Historia. I believe they call it Historia or Historia or Historiae, but he's I'm shocked to see this. Why the hell do you have something like this? And he's saying, why are you showing this to me? Because Gildarts, you're going to be the next guild master. I was whoa. We already seen this, manga fans, but it's still pretty interesting to see, that they're saying, Gildarts could be a guild master. And then at that, we got that it's sort of cut off there, and he's saying, to Sting and Rogue, and they got attacked by a dark guild, and it's, he literally eats this guy's arrow, and he's just, fires a blast at him, and it's oh, I missed. And we got to see, they got to Exceed as well. I think it's Lecter and Frosh. And that's how the episode ends. So, yeah, there's going to be... We're now heading into canon now. After this, it is literally going to be canon now. So, it's going to be slightly interesting. But that's all for this episode review. Probably going to do the preview as well for the next episode. But thank you very much for watching. Strike like a panda. Sayonara. And I'll see you next time, people.